I'm Julie Danho, and I'm reading a poem from my new book, Those Who Keep Arriving, and it's called Unseeing the Bag of John Lennon's Bloody Clothes. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland. They were in a glass case, in a crumpled paper bag wrapped in duct tape and plastic, next to a photograph of his blood-flecked glasses. When Lennon was shot, I was 6, up late with the flu, and my father heard it from Howard Cosell on Monday Night Football. He didn't cry or yell, just lowered his head like my grandfather saying grace and asked me to get my mother from the shower. Today, when we arrived, after hours speeding down I-80, my parents posed in front of the glass pyramids like teens on a honeymoon. They led me to Janice's scarf and her 65 Porsche, to Morrison's Cub Scout shirt, then let me slip away by the stones. That's when I saw his clothes and Yoko's note about wanting to be shocking. For a moment, I was rooted. Had she ever dared open the bag, or had those clothes stayed dark and heaped for decades, made of tougher stuff than the body they'd been cut off? Somehow it was more of a grave than a grave, and when my parents came walking toward me, I steered them away, as if they hadn't seen more than I, hadn't waited all my life for me to loosen the strings, even if it wasn't dropping acid at the Paradise or yelling slogans at cops in the park. But I've always been more doo-wop than rock, the colonial to their tenement. After Lennon died, there were nights my father would turn on the stereo and sit on the couch in his work clothes, still dusty from ripping up carpets. As the music played, he looked so distant that I'd just watch him listen until he asked me to lift the needle from the record, a moon I'd guide back to orbit, then hold on to with both hands.